thing?
Back.
Like
3, 2, 2, 1, 3, 1,
no.
0.
Doesn't everybody do that?
That's how we start.
You count down and then you count back up.
Hello, everybody. We're
Oh,
live.
sorry.
We are actually live.
Come on.
Okay. Technical difficulties, but it's fixed. Hello, people. We're back. It's D&D time.
Yay!
Yay! Okay, so we're gonna start. A little recap. Last session, you guys entered the Stronghold, which I'll switch scenes real quick to remind people. This was the Stronghold. You guys entered here, you cleared it out, you figured out its puzzles pretty easily. You had a pretty decent time for the beginning of it. There were chickens, abyssal chickens, that really piqued Rufus's interest. There was one moment where Mega and Spaguglio walked into the Shadow Realm and decided to just touch 2 stones and saw what happened. And the first one was great. Second one, not so much. Which is fine. By the way, Spaguglio, your strength is back to normal after the long rest. You would have known that from last time, and yeah, make sure it's all.
After carrying
all
all those abyssal chickens, he might be a little tired.
It's true. It's true.
That's what makes the difference.
So you guys head to the back after finding out the puzzle. You met a Void Knight captain who essentially was all like doom and gloom, but I don't care about it because the world's going to end anyway. Grouse had a little nice discussion back and forth with this lovely man.
A lot to think about. A lot to think
about the end of the world and whatnot.
We'll see.
You had a
Crealis is
very-
nailed by the end of the campaign.
Yeah. You had a very, very close fight. It came pretty close to TPK. I got a little bit scared there, but that means it's perfectly balanced, right? If you're on the edge, thanks for the reset, Rufus.
Especially if the DM is on the edge.
Yeah, everything was very on the edge.
We're just lucky I happened to roll
then
just so.
The first time in D&D history ever, we witnessed, as far as me, a heal off. Barty came in. It was like, hello. And then Kiva and Barty had a heal off. Because that's, what healers
Your man
do.
can suck it. It's my job to heal the goddamn party.
And after this heal off, you guys got some crates of chickens, brought them out to the cart. As you were headed towards the cart, you saw FaZe break a barrier that seemed to have go on for a very long distance, and that is where we ended it. As FaZe broke the barrier, and I don't even remember if she said a word. But yeah.
She did not. We just saw the hand.
You saw the hand did the whole
Yep.
and you saw FaZe and the. Okay, so here we are. FaZe breaks the barrier. Just looks over at a rather healthy-looking party as you're all coming out.
Still very bedraggled.
Yeah.
Look, no, everybody is literally glowing. If I have anything to say.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much overhealing that happened. It's fine. But yeah, you guys had a nice, healthy-looking party coming out. 2 or 3 of you are carrying crates that are starting to make some movement on the inside, but you're still not they're not busting out of the crates. She looks at you kind of puzzled. She looks at you and says, "Hello. That barrier was a thing. I did not expect to see that here. I actually came to tell you that the hideout had moved, and I was going to take you to the new hideout."
Why do we need a new hideout? Why did the hideout move?
Because rebels are we like to move they like to move hideouts from time to time because they don't want to stay in one place. Move around, that way it's not as detectable.
That makes sense.
They didn't think to mention that before you all left, so I'm here to make sure that they didn't know where they were going to yet. I'm here to make sure you get to the new place. Fine. But yeah, you guys look great.
Actually, I will say, Crealis does not look great. While she's healthy, everyone else got that full night's rest. She hasn't.
That's right. You look tired.
So Crealis is very, and especially after that, because that was a real draining conversation, and then the actual how things went down was a little, yeah. It's
Sure.
putting that
She
out
just
there.
notice
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
sees
Kiva
everyone
would
else looking
probably,
kind of
like,
okay.
Have a hand ready to steady Crealis if
Yeah.
she starts to like tumble a little.
Yeah.
Just like,
Doing
"Oh,
that with that
be
like
careful there, darling."
that blinking that owls do, where it's like one eye then the other.
We
So
should-
cute.
Crealis, if you'd like to get in the cart and make sure you get some rest. You look like you're about to pass out.
No, I'm good. I can keep going. I can keep
No,
going.
that's you don't need to. That's totally fine. We have a lot of people here to keep watch. Get right to the cart. Have a nice rest.
Looks around
Please
like
do.
like for the first time seeing all the people, all the extra people who were there.
Mega's looking at Crealis with kind of like you know a little scowl at the edge of his mouth, kind of shaking his head.
Kiva will probably like gently nudge Crealis along and just like Kiva's still very upset about this
Yeah.
insubordination that just occurred, and so she's not really in the talkative mood, but she's gonna take care of Crealis.
Barty like went out right with the crate. He was just muttering to himself the entire time, crate over his shoulder, and just kind of like.
I'm gonna smash that man with
Sure,
my
yeah.
biggest giant feet.
Amazing.
Get some rest if you need it. We'll need you doing stuff, working even better than you were today later.
Okay. I was going to roll to see if Crealis notices the scowl, but then you actually said
They said
something.
something.
She does hear that. Oh, okay.
Face looks a little bit concerned, but just gives Mega a little bit of a look, and then looks back at Crealis. Yeah, come to the cart. The two cart drivers told me where the cart is. It's very well hidden.
Even just like
I'm
much
surprised.
well hidden, and then like just moves past.
Almost
Even
too
Ika's,
well
like,
hidden.
This close to just being like, "F these people."
Nice.
Done.
Goes,
But yeah, if we all like to get in the cart, we should have enough room in the cart and some horses for everyone, and we'll start kind of making our way that way.
Making our way downtown.
Making our way downtown.
Walking fast.
So-
You have enough room in the cart for 2 crates, not all 3.
Does the bear is the barrier still there?
No. You actually saw it dissipate
Right. Okay.
and kind of like ripple out in both directions, almost to where like you couldn't see the end of it. It just kind of kept going.
Spaguglio kind of looks over at Mega and he's like, I guess we'll take the 2 heaviest ones. That makes the most sense.
Sure. Yeah, that makes Mega's like, he's thinking about something else, but he's like, yeah, that's fine. Whatever. We probably don't want to pop them open and try and get 2 of them into one crate.
Phase kind of
there's-
gives Guglio a sideways glance. What's in the crates? What's in there? If I may ask.
What's in the crates right now is product. What's gonna come out of them is culinary genius.
I can't wait. I'm already excited.
Mega
Incredible.
rolls his eyes. They're abyssal chickens.
They have to be a delicacy somewhere, and if anyone can do it, I'm pretty sure Spaguglio can make it happen.
It's a shame that they're not so easy to come by.
I think in hell they are.
Maybe.
Well, on that note,
So
we can load the 2 into the cart. Sadly, we can't do the 3, but yeah, feel free to. Everybody get in. It's gonna be a bit of a long ride. If you need to, tuck in.
Thank goodness it's going to be a long ride.
It's gonna be a long ride.
Kiva's making sure that Crealis is properly tucked and just like in the happiest little bundle that can possibly be arranged.
There's just this mound in the corner.
A mound of
You look
owls.
closely, you can see a beak.
Just a teeny
Yep. So you guys all get in the cart,
Yep.
take your long rest. Everyone's all rested and happy.
I don't know about happy, but I am rested.
Mega, I sent you
Don't
what
ever
happened.
assume Kiva's
Are we
happy.
well rested, or are we well rested?
You're well rested. You've long rested. You guys all kind of wake up, and it's up to you whether you wanted to take staggered long rests or all just. There were 4 there, so it's FaZe, Barty, and 2 cart drivers. So there's 4 people other than you, and there were people on horses. I think FaZe would have taken a horse and kind of done the scouting thing.
I would only have coordinated watches with our immediate party.
Okay. Okay.
But I
What?
would let Crealis sleep first.
Right.
Yeah, I
So then, what were you saying? You first.
I feel like it's just Crealis is so on edge. Like once exactly, once she has like rested, she just bolts awake a little too early, and like looks anxiously around and sees that who would be taking third watch then?
Me.
Oh
Would be
god.
Meg. But Mega would have already slept.
Mega would have pretty much slept right away.
Right.
Okay.
So he basically would be getting up right at the same time as Crealis.
Here's the I can take this watch.
So Mega is, he looks at Crealis and like he gets kind of like pale and like, oh my god, I am so sorry, Crealis. I don't know what came over me, but I've been treating you like garbage. I'm so sorry
He's like
for
glancing around, like very confused.
yeah. I don't know. It's something got in my head that you were just disappointing me with everything you did, but it couldn't be further from the truth. You're so valuable to this team, and you're part of my family. I'm so sorry.
Crealis, like as you're talking, you see like kind of like she's realizing what you're saying, and it's like she's kind of piecing things together. Oh, 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 um, okay. It and like it's not like it didn't happen. And she says maybe we should figure out what happened with the others. And
Yeah, I think absolutely, but we should let them finish, getting their sleep first. I think we should have plenty of time once we get to the new rebel hideout. I mean, what do you think?
yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to go find Barty, ask him about these potions. And like you see, she's like kind of avoiding looking at you and just flutters off.
Okay.
Barty would be on one of the horses, also circling the wagon, or he actually would be behind. Barty would have taken the rear.
Yeah, she first making sure Kiva's asleep.
You're speaking to that man.
She
Speaking
better
to
be
the gods.
Betrayal. I learned it from you, Mega.
Okay.
Crealis is just picking up pieces from everyone, good and bad.
Well, only a good
Intentional and
parts.
not. Basically, she's going to go show him these 2 kind of weird potions that she couldn't quite figure out, and see if he can figure out what they are. Like you had said, they seem to be some kind of potions of healing, but it wasn't clear like what they did or what they
Potions
were.
is something, that's for sure.
Potions of something, exactly. It's like oh, it looks like a potion of healing, maybe, but not quite. Is there something? So like, she goes to him to see if he knows.
Sure. You flutter down in front of you, kind of like fly along Barty, and it's like, hey,
Hi,
awake already. Look a lot better.
yeah, um, it was a long day yesterday.
Ah,
I found these while we were in that fortress. I was wondering if you knew what they were.
sure. Well, let me take a look.
Pulse Mountain.
He's gonna roll an Arcana check.
1,
He's gonna roll pretty high on that Arcana check.
3.
Should the 2 did I get? Okay. He looks at it. So takes the one in his right hand and is like, I haven't already if I already gave you one, then that means it's in my notes wrong and it's another one of the potions. This is a potion of Hill Giant Strength.
That's new.
It's new, okay. And then the other one kind of looks at it, swirls it around. This is a potion of Growth.
Oh.
So, one am I right? Probably should give it to the Barbarian. I
Mhm.
would definitely say Mega would take that. And Growth, that can really be for anyone. Might actually make it so that Gnome's ego fits his size. And he hands you the potion of Growth. Don't tell him I said that. Please.
Hill Giant Strength is interesting. I don't think Mega. What is your strength?
It might not actually help Mega.
I was gonna say I don't know that it would do a whole lot for Mega. My strength is already 19.
Okay, it would give you a +1. It makes your strength 21.
It does give you that next, like, that actually gives you a +1 to everything strength, but it could be more useful for someone else if you if you knew you were doing strength things.
Okay, so
I could make my pact weapon a great axe.
Just
actually, legitimately, that's probably best spent on given to Sfuguglio.
Yeah, because then his pack weapon could be really good if it's a strength pack weapon.
Well, it doesn't matter what packed weapon it is. Strength can always be used.
Yeah, it's true.
Now, Crealis gets her dex bonus as a damage bonus for attacks, melee attacks, correct?
Unless her strength is higher, yeah. But her weapons are generally not on the ranged weapons, but on her short swords, it can be either one. She's using her dex for sure right now.
Okay.
But yeah, it wouldn't be that effective for me either.
Mm-hmm.
I think against Fuguglio, because your strength is poor and your dex exists.
Dex exists.
Yeah,
it's fine. He's fine.
My strength is a-okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I get a +6 on Vampiric Touch, so we're good.
Hey, you can
Does
hit now.
that key off your spell mod?
Yeah, Vampiric Touch is
nice.
charisma. Could say a lot of things about Sfuguglio, but he does have high charisma.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Only mechanically.
Yeah.
Exactly. I didn't say he was charismatic. I said he has high charisma. Two different things.
He's got very high intimidation. The bad side of charisma.
The bad side of charisma. It's true.
Dark
he intimidated people a lot. So
Okay,
anything else with Barty? You just kind of fly away.
And she looks around and drops her voice. Thank you for coming in and healing us.
Anytime.
And she immediately takes off.
Don't worry. And as you're going, don't worry. I won't tell your friend.
Yeah. There's another loop around before heading back to the car.
You would get disowned so fast.
So I'm assuming this is the change off period between me and I guess those two. Because if Kiva's sleeping, that means she was up earlier. Which would mean I'm up now. And I'm about to change off with them.
Amazing.
So I guess
you'd be just about to go to sleep.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
While Dins is talking to Barty, I look at Mega and I'm just like, Oh man, you just wait. These chickens are gonna be the best thing you've ever eaten, hands down.
Okay. Do you think we have to feed them?
What? No, they're gonna feed us.
Well, like right away?
Like pretty
We-
much.
We we keep chickens back at the sheep farm, and we have to feed them every day.
Wait. And he walks up to you, and he like looks you up, and he looks you down, and he like circles around you, kind of squints a little bit. He's like taps on you. He's like, I see. You're back to being a naive bumpkin.
And he's like, "What? No,
You were a lot cooler like 6 hours ago.
Sputter, sputter, sputter. You know, I mean, naive maybe, but I'm not a bumpkin by any means. You know, I just, we don't need a leader right now, so I can take things easy."
One of the car drivers kind of looks back and is like, if it's anything, I think you'd probably be a great leader. I wasn't in your group at all, but you seem like a good orcish
That's
leader.
what I'm talking about.
Your input is valued.
I'm talking to the orc, not to you.
Yeah, no. So
The
Mega
halfling.
holds his big hand up. No, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I love you, random citizen.
Crealis comes floating back and says, so these potions, I think maybe, and she looks at them and like, uh, Sfuglio, I think this might help make you stronger for a little while if you feel like you need it at some point, and gives you the potion, the bottle with the potion of Hill Giant Strength.
And he takes it and he's like, I don't know how that's possible, but I'm willing to find out.
she nods. And says, this can make someone larger. I don't know if maybe it would help you more if we need to like move something really big. Um, and hands it off to Mega.
All right. No, I can see the value in that. Thank you. I will. I'll hold on to it, and if we need it, I'll use it. Otherwise, I'll hold it for somebody else.
Is that like permanent?
I don't think so.
The other car rider turns back and is like, potions tend not to be permanent. Rarely.
Thank
they
you
tend not
for
to.
your input.
Why are they interjecting? Who are they?
I'm just trying to be helpful.
We have snarky cart driver number 3.
I'm definitely gonna remember him in 2 hours.
Yeah.
He's definitely gonna be important during the big battle.
I mean, so you'll remember him longer than the potion effect.
Oh.
Are you both adding these to your D&D Beyond sheet?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm going to, yeah.
All right, cool. I'm gonna remove them from mine then. I still have the drift globe written down.
Yes, you
Or
do.
did that get put in my?
You have it, but I just grabbed.
Yeah, you have it in your.
It's in the
you
bag.
have a number of things in your inventory that are also technically in mine.
In the bag.
that are
I think
Everything's
that's
in
the
the
only
bag.
one actually.
Oh really?
The cart's in the bag.
Yeah.
I am oblivious, and that's okay.
Crealis goes up to snarky cart driver number 3.
Mark. His name's Mark.
Mark. Hi. Sorry to bother you.
You don't no
Is
bother
there
at all.
Do any of these carts have maybe some arrows I could buy?
He looks at the chest that's behind him because the cart has the seat and then there is a little trunk behind him.
Hmm.
We have some in here. And he looks back and he's like, Luke, you got this. I'm gonna look in the trunk. Pulls open
Gonna-
the trunk.
Oh, there's a Luke in the trunk.
Well, no. He looks at the other driver and calls him Luke. No, that.
So he's
Oh,
taking
yeah,
a
'cause
Luke.
We're really gonna remember that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
So it's Mark. Mark is talking to Luke, who's
Oh.
the other driver, because there's two drivers. Opens up.
one to follow the map and the other to scout the way.
Exactly. Pulls out a bundle of arrows. It's like 15 arrows for you. You know, you've done a lot for us. You can totally take these.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
No problem.
She's rushing, but she's like as she's taking the arrows, her other hand kind of goes to the little trunk and as it's closing tries to slip in a silver piece.
He doesn't. Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't be checking specifically. His passive perception did. That was a good sleight of hand. You don't seem to see him notice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, honestly, turns to the party. Thanks for everything you've been doing. Really appreciate it. All of you. All three of you. Four of you. Three of you that are awake. No, other one of you is about to go to sleep. You look pretty tired.
Wouldn't you like that?
Yeah, if it makes you less grumpy, I'd love it.
I love these cart drivers.
I, as Stacy, love them. Kiva is upset with literally everybody right now. And if she finds out what you've been doing,
Crealis is innocent. Innocent, I tell you. She's an angel. Just look at her wings.
Okay. So everyone
Spoogler goes to sleep.
does their sleep thing. Once everyone is actually nice and awake, you see Faye's in the distance kind of slowing down, pulling up to the side. Glad to see you all awake. This is probably like 20 minutes after you've woken up. She's not clairvoyant and couldn't actually know that everyone was like, this isn't immediately as Spooglia wakes up. She pulls back. Probably should. There's a little watering hole up there. Make sure the horses get a little something to drink. They've been going for 12 hours ish. So
Okay.
Pull off, set up camp for a little bit, get something to eat. Maybe abyssal chickens.
Yeah.
We don't have to cook them here. We can wait till we get into the hideout. That's fine. But maybe a little taste of Spooglio cooking.
Oh,
Ever since I have met you, I have wanted to see the hype.
honestly,
The man knows his
Out of-
coffee. He has to
out of-
know his food.
Oh, yeah,
Out of
he knows
character,
his coffee.
I literally have no cooking spices or any flavoring or anything like that.
Yeah.
In my
Just
character
like
sheet.
bland ass chicken.
Yeah.
So Spooglio's gonna be like, I'd prefer if we got to the hideout. I don't really have anything on me to season it properly.
That's fine. You know, you don't have your normal tools. We probably have some cooking utensils at the hideout.
If you have something else, I'll cook it with like whatever you have. So like if you have some kind of meat and some kind of seasoning that goes with it.
We really
I
only
can-
have rations. If you can do something with rations and abyssal chickens, I don't know.
Kiva, upon like hearing this, she's just like brewing with like frustration, and she just wants to get out. But she also wants to be helpful because she's not completely unproductive.
Yeah.
Can I go see if I can forage anything delicious?
Sure, do a survival check for me.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
Yeah.
Hope.
Yep.
You don't find much.
I
There's-
swear this thing is out to get me. I'm actually gonna use a luck point for this because
Do
I'm
it.
upset.
Sure. That's what luck points are for.
Besides, I haven't really ever used one. And I
It's
took
true,
that
it's the first time.
levels ago. What?
Are you using another luck
I'm
point?
using another one.
Okay.
I am living.
And this time, you know what? You know what? This time,
Rolling
I'm gonna use my
outside.
real dice, because
Yeah.
Do not roll a 6.
In before a 1.
It'd have to be a 1 to get
I'm-
a 6. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's 19 plus 5.
You find some fruits. You find somehow you actually find a couple carrots. Don't know how they got there in the middle of the woods, but you got some berries that you know are perfectly fine, and some carrots.
Amazing.
Oh,
lot of carrots.
Spaguglio's gonna
You said
pull out
carrots like
the
3 times.
mushrooms.
Oh, he's got glowing mushroom. They're still glowing.
He's got 3 glowing mushrooms.
Wait a minute. Yeah, no, they're still glowing. You're good.
Okay.
I had to think for a
That
second.
was a real long thought there.
Can I tell if they're edible?
Do a survival check?
Sorry, I had to talk to my son there for a second. Are we all awake, or is this
Yes, everyone's awake.
everyone's awake? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, one sec.
Right.
Survival.
You have no clue. They're glowing mushrooms.
He's gonna walk up to Barty. And have you ever seen these before?
Already gives him a look. See? No? But I wouldn't touch them. As
You
far
wouldn't?
as eat them. You've already
Okay,
touched them.
Yeah, I've touched them a lot.
So you'd probably
Um,
know if they had that. But I wouldn't eat those.
Hey, okay.
But yeah, no, I've never seen that before. I've seen glowing mushrooms, but that specific kind, never.
So it's
Yeah.
safe to say I shouldn't cook a meal for everybody with glowing mushrooms.
Yeah, no, please don't. I've healed enough already.
I want you to make a deal with glowing mushrooms for Barty.
So while this is happening, people are
Please.
setting up camp, or just get a little spot ready. There's some making little makeshift seats and whatnot.
Yeah, I would say Kiva's gone for at least like 2 hours.
Yeah, foraging for
And
Like
Stuff.
foraging and also just like
fuming.
meditating upon life and fuming. Just like
I'm
so
gonna-
upset that she is here.
I'm gonna walk up to Mega and be like, so like when you were back in your home, I assume that you guys would like trap and or catch food.
Yes.
We should do that. We should catch something like a rabbit, or like I could like shoot down a partridge from the sky with this medallion or something. I'm pretty sure I could Eldritch Blast just its head.
No offense, but I don't think that you've ever hunted anything more complicated than a pigeon.
I have never hunted. That's why I'm asking you for help.
Okay. I will go into the woods and get an animal or two, and I will bring it back to you. And then I will butcher it because I don't think you've done that before either.
I think I could figure that part out. But probably not good to try to catch it.
Okay.
I'm little but loud.
Mega
I'm
Mega
little
can't
but
can't
loud.
help but laugh at that. Yeah, yes, you are. All right.
Okay, if you're gonna go
So-
hunting, do a survival check for me. It's the most survival checks I've ever seen in a single game of. Yeah, you're good. What do you want? What are you hunting? You see
A
a
deer.
couple. Oh, just a deer. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You are like the
Meg-
sneakiest.
Yeah, I
You are
don't-
the best hunter orc that anyone's ever seen. I don't know about that. but
I don't have a
pretty
I don't have any sort of ranged weapon, so really sneaking up on one deer and bringing it down with my bare hands is probably, after that happens, the rest of the deer are just going to nope out,
Oh yeah, no, the rest of them are
Yeah.
gone. Essentially,
Yeah.
you go up to the one deer, you take it out with your bare hands, and the rest are gone. But you do have that one deer, one
will
whole deer.
feed you for a while.
Oh yeah,
I like to imagine you just like jump over and just like snap its neck and just look around.
as everything
Like,
runs away.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
like a stealth mission. Anybody see that?
Anyone see the deer?
You've heard of drop bears? Well, this is a drop orc.
So yeah, you
All right.
come back to the camp. At this point, as everyone else is coming back, it is pretty well formed. There's a fire. FaZe is just very intrigued, kind of standing back, watching all this happen. Just
Yeah,
looking like
Kiva comes back with her Goliath arms, just full of like luscious fruits and vegetables, and she just like drops them kind of near the fire and just like goes and sits in a corner.
So
Can I have some of those vegetables?
Have whatever you like.
Mega's gonna see that, he's gonna be like, nice. And he's, points at the carrots. I didn't even know you could get those in the forest.
nah. His face is like, neither did I. That's impressive. Must have been
So
something.
Mega's gonna, toward near the edge of camp, he'll take out his dagger and, do a quick, field dressing of the deer.
Okay. I'm gonna take the meat and some of the vegetables and cook an amazing meal. And
What's a
my
check
patron
to
will
see
allow
how
it.
good?
See,
See
it's
if my
it's
patron
tough.
will allow it.
Probably
It's tough.
performance.
Sure,
gonna
with
say,
your
yeah,
performance, but
probably
with
performance.
advantage because your patron did give you the
Yeah.
ability. That was the deal. No
That
one
was
else
the
knows
deal.
this, but that was the deal.
I sold my soul to be a cook.
Yeah, because it's not just like fine arts performing; it's performing at whatever you're doing.
Nice, 17.
It's nice.
It is above average meal. It's actually pretty good. You're feeling good about it. Not just like acting like you're feeling good. You actually
Yeah.
legitimately are feeling good about it.
Yeah, I'm like, for having a campfire and 0 spices and random carrots, I think this turned out pretty good.
Oh, I totally brought back like some herbs I found, 100%.
Yeah, I mean
Like,
there was
nice,
probably there was some
fresh,
spices
like,
as well.
herbs and spices that I
But
found.
he made the dish and it's pretty good. You pass it out to everyone. They seem pretty happy about it.
I don't look satisfied, but I am.
I take a couple bites and I'm just like, if only I had a full kitchen to work with.
FaZe kind of looks over and is like, "You will. I'm still these abyssal chickens. I am so excited and waiting for that. Never tried it before in my life. And
Me
after this
neither.
meal, I can't wait."
Mega's gonna look for Crealis, and
Can he find Crealis?
well, that's what I don't know where Crealis is at the moment. So he's gonna look around.
What did Crealis do when the meals were passed around? The food.
I don't know. I feel like she would she would come, she would probably come, like she would have been kind of just sort of flying around, being in some trees, the usual. But
Were
when
you
I
trying to be
ready-
like hidden, or were you just like flying around?
I definitely would have yelled for her around mealtime because I want to show off to everybody. Whether
Yeah,
she
but-
came or not is a different story, but I would have been like, get over here and try this.
Get over.
I don't think she was like necessarily deliberately hiding, but
Yeah.
she is pretty hard to spot up in the
Yeah.
tree line. But yeah, when hearing that, she'd come down and sort of line up for the food,
Okay.
take it and
So-
look at it and look at it very carefully.
So
Does it have anything in it that's bad?
yeah, if Megas sees her eyeballing the food,
Oh yeah.
he'll be like, it's not rabbit, it's venison, but I think you'll like it. It's it's similar.
Oh, I thought.
You can probably see.
He like
Kiva
holds out a
already
plate. He's
in
like,
the
"Of course she'll like it."
and you notice her kind of glance around and kind of glance over to the and register that the crates are still closed. Okay.
Yeah.
And she'll eat it, nibble at it, and eat it. It's like, well, this is it's a little different, but it's good.
I agree. It's real good.
The best I can do with a campfire and
2
Maybe-
carrots.
2 carrots and a
Way
random
more than
assortment of
that.
herbs.
Who cares?
There's nothing wrong with the herbs, but like normally I have like my pick of anything.
So
You can get anything in Little Italy?
You make one call, you can get whatever you want.
That's what they say. No,
Every-
you're right.
For a price.
Everybody has a price.
Everybody has a price.
Yeah.
That's that. Yep. No. Been to Little Italy once. Don't really want to ever go back there again. It was a trip. Anyway, so hope everyone's enjoying their meal. Everyone, I do apologize for being so long. I remember saying I'd meet you again. It took a little bit longer of a time than we thought to do what we had to do, but everything seems to be underway as far as with the dragon goes. So my focus is now on the shadow and everything else. I do apologize to kind of just drop you off and be like, you do your thing. I know that you guys, I mean, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed with what you guys have done. I knew you had it in you, and I'm just very, very impressed. Thank you for doing what you've been doing so far. Without anyone without you've been doing it without having to. You've been doing it, at least as far as I can tell, for the good of Alera, the good of everything. I appreciate it a lot.
I mean, kind of the good of a favor, but you know.
It's true.
plus I'm gonna need help when we confront Duchess Maple Ellen to get my sister-in-law back. So I'm happy to help out now with everything.
That definitely. We'll we've been trying to track her down. We'll get a little more on that later. But we have a lead on where she is and as far as
Excellent.
good old Duchess Maple Ellen. Met with her a couple times. Not fun. Not a fun time. But
No,
yeah.
she is not.
Yeah, appreciate it. She goes and sits down next to Kiva. Doing okay?
Kiva like scoots away and like does not make eye contact.
Wow.
Okay. It's reasonable. I understand. Just trying to ask everything's okay. Seem a little more out of it than when we first met. A little angrier. When we're on edge. Anything I can do?
No, this is nothing you can handle. This is personal.
Okay. I mean, you know where I am. Like I'm around if you need anything. Definitely here to help. I don't want to. I hate seeing anyone like this.
Kiva kind of just stands up and like walks away again. As like the sun is setting, she's gonna like go back into the woods for a while. She needs to like have a chat with the stars because she's like not having it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So you do that, do your thing. I mean, you don't stay there for the entire day or anything. You pretty much eat, have some chat, and then break and then go back once all the horses are rested and have food and water and all that stuff. So you go do your thing with the stars, whatever that ends up happening with your chat with the stars. And you get back on your way on
Might save
to
that for later. She might just like brood for a little while longer. Today's
Sure.
just gonna be like a broody day for Kiva
Today is a
until
broody
it's like
day.
nighttime and she can actually do stuff.
Gotcha. So you go along the road. Clip. FaZe is kind of walking is riding with the wagon, having a discussion with Mark, and Barty is behind. All you guys are in the wagon with the crates.
I'm looking at Mega and I'm like, I'm assuming we didn't eat every piece of deer. I'm assuming
No.
there's
There's still
I'm like,
there'd still be a lot of stew meat and chops and things. It's the amount of
and,
deer that we, even as the whole group, would have eaten would have been maybe a
There are
third of it.
leftovers. There are
and I guess
definitely
like,
leftovers.
right before we took off, I would have asked to keep some of the scrappy scraps that nobody would eat, like hooves and
Sure.
nose. And I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna be like, "You said we should feed the chickens, so how are we gonna do this? I got 2 hooves per box. I don't know
So-
how many chickens are in there. I
So
don't know how angry they are."
all right, so Mega, looks at him and thinks, Mega's actually pretty impressed that you remembered what he said about needing to feed the
I'm
chickens.
also impressed.
And he's gonna look at the box, and he's gonna look at how we're all kind of like packed into the cart. And so Mega's gonna reach over and give one of the boxes a shove, like up near the top, just to try and jostle it a little bit, just to see if he
There's a
can
little
get-
bit of, so like when you jostle it, there's a little bit of movement, like a little flap a wing or flap a whatever, flesh,
All right.
wings.
So Mega will go, Luke, how are we gonna? Do you think are we gonna get to the camp like by tomorrow?
Yeah, should be good.
Okay.
For that.
I'll turn back to Spaguglio. Without knowing exactly what an abyssal chicken is, FaZe said that they come from hell, so we should probably wait until Barty's around, or Kiva, or somebody.
Theoretically, we're in the cart, so they're around.
They are around.
That's not what Mega means, though.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
round.
Yeah.
okay.
We should probably hold off on opening the box until we're opening it on purpose, if you catch my meaning. Chicken is one thing, but if this is a hell chicken, then maybe in the middle of a moving cart with other sleeping people is not the right time.
I think everyone's awake at the moment, but also at the I get what you're saying though.
Yeah, that's a detail that Mega's not interested in at the moment. The fact that it's
Gotcha.
it's still light out and everybody's awake is like
I just don't want the chickens to die on the way there.
no, I get it.
Do you think they'll? I don't care if they're happy. Do you think they'll survive?
Well, a normal chicken, would be fine in a box for a couple days. I don't know how long they've been in the box at the fort, but I'd say yeah. I mean, a chicken will like stop moving around for a while before it dies, and these ones are. He'll jostle the crate again to hear
They
it
move again, yeah.
rustle around. These ones are still moving around, so we probably have a few days.
So how about this? How about we'll jostle the box every 6 hours, and if we don't hear feedback, we're going in.
Sounds like a plan.
And we can even pull the carts over and make a big production of this. This is my big break, you hear me? This is how I'm gonna make it.
At this point, you all come across what looks like a large tree fallen on the road. Everyone stops and like, oh, we gotta. Fade's like, should all be
hell.
fine. We just need to remove the tree. I don't see any barriers, so don't worry. Just need to stop for a bit. Barty catches up with the group.
Mega will get his great axe ready to go to help, either
Sure.
chop up the tree or lift it off or whatever.
Sure. You guys all start working on the tree. It seems a little bit heavier than normal, but it doesn't seem to be like there is no barrier there. It doesn't seem to be impossible to lift.
Like a hardwood heavier.
Yeah. Like it's a pretty
Not
decent tree.
unnaturally heavy.
Okay.
It's just heavy wood.
Yes,
It's just a
Just
tree.
thick
it's just
tree.
a
Okay.
very large tree.
Okay.
And as you guys are starting to go to work on it, you hear a voice in the distance. Don't worry, it's not a barrier this time. I decided to just go with a tree. And a very familiar, shadowy figure steps onto the road.
In front of everybody?
Oh, yeah.
Oh hell. Okay.
In front of us?
Yeah. Past
Okay.
the tree. Did you like the barrier? I did tell you to go for the
Spaguglio.
Void Knights, and you decided not to, so I decided to make the choice not yours.
Spaguglio jumps up to see over the tree.
You see the figure. You also kind of recognized it by the voice.
Yeah,
You
I
would
had to.
recognize
I
by
had.
the
I had
voice.
to. I had to know.
Yeah.
I had to know.
Just, I see you dealt with it pretty well, though. And honestly, I thank you.
Thank us for what?
The Void Knights aren't really. I apologize. I was lying. The Void Knights aren't really a friend of mine. They're rather a nuisance, and I wanted you to deal with it. So
Spaguglio's like, "What was-"
my sincerest apologies.
Well, you see, the joke is really on you because I've been spending all this time looking for one thing, and then he like looks over towards like the cart and the crates, and he's like, "And I have that now."
Good for you.
And you delivered it right to us.
I'm intrigued. What could the mighty Spaguglio
Gary,
have wanted? Do you think
Mostly-
that really works on anyone?
mostly fame, fortune,
Okay.
the same thing everybody wants.
Go on. This is getting. You get to your point, I'll get to mine. You first. Please take your time.
When I get back home with what's in that crate, and I know you know what's in that crate.
While you are saying this, everyone like you do notice that everyone has like drawn a weapon and like Face has a bow kind of pointed.
When I get that back home, there won't be a corner of the world who doesn't know the word. And then he goes to say Spaguglio. He's like, Gary.
You know, if you do get back home, I'm pretty sure. I mean, who are we kidding? No one will know that name. Anyway,
I summon my pack.
I've heard enough. I would like the four of you to deal with something else very quickly. And as if a kind of banishment spell was cast on you, the four of you out of existence and are going to the activated map because we have a map.
God damn it, my chickens are home alone.
Oh no.
There's other people.
Livestock.
They've never been home alone before.
have.
He's actually, like, back
I'm
here.
almost positive.
The
Almost.
as you phase back into existence where you are, it seems almost like a weird. All around you is almost like a not so much a void, but just like a weird kind of nothingness on the floor. Everything kind of seems to almost be shifting around a little bit, and in front of you, you would see from the pictures is subject 3. He kind of looks at you. Who? I see he has decided that I am not useful anymore. Well, he kind of pulls a chair out of nothingness and sits on it. Subject 3 is my name. I imagine you all know about me.
Vaguely acquainted.
All I can tell you, or I mean honestly, so it seems he has sent you here to probably deal with me. I can tell you that what you think about me is probably wrong. He kind of stares off into the distance a little bit, shakes his head. He's like, I don't know how to really put this. I imagine you guys all hate me without even knowing me and probably think I'm here to destroy and kill you. He takes his weapon and kind of puts it on the ground. Let's just talk.
Spaguglio takes a step forward. He's like, I'm going to be honest. I have no idea who you are because I don't think anyone's really told me anything about him. He's like, but I'm getting real sick of being with this lapdog shit. Why doesn't he just come here and do it himself? He's obviously powerful enough to send us here. So why doesn't he just bend you over himself?
I imagine it's a test. He likes to do these things.
I got bigger chickens to fry. Literally.
I'm sure you do.
Are you
Go on.
trapped?
This is where I go from time to time. So, start off by
Speaking of time.
explaining a little bit, little bit more. Subject 3, other people know me as Deja Vu. The third of the subjects, the Shadow did a lot of experiments. His subjects are people he experimented on. I was the third. And essentially, imagine if you were able to see 2 minutes into the future constantly, except you couldn't know you were doing it. It was just in your subconscious. That's the power I was given. And it just slowly drives me insane over time. This is where I go when he thinks that I am useless and need to reset and become evil and angry because this is my prison, essentially. I go back here, I go insane, and then he brings me back out to the field and I do terrible things that honestly I think that you should kill me for.
So in 2 minutes from now.
It's not
Are
every
you
2
still
minutes.
see-
It takes some time. It's not like every 2 minutes I go insane.
No, but you can constantly see into the future. Are you still seeing things in the future?
Yes, I mean, so
you're not dead.
the future can change. Also,
That- that is very
let me
good to know.
let me really emphasize the point. I can't. It's not that I can consciously see into the future. I get flashes of the future, just randomly. Essentially, every single moment of my life is like, didn't this just happen? Didn't this just happen? Didn't you just come in here?
Yes.
Didn't you just say yes?
Yes.
Didn't you? But is that correct? Should you have said yes?
Yeah.
Imagine that would be very frustrating.
It's terrible. It slowly drives me insane. I imagine we have a little bit of time. I would honestly, genuinely, I'd like to help you out in any way I could. before I go crazy and try to murder you.
How do
all
you
of-
feel? Oh, go ahead, Mega.
Do all of the subjects have prisons like this?
No, I'm the only one with the prison. I am considered a failure.
Interesting.
Subjects 1, 2, and 3. My younger siblings, I guess I'd call them, were all the first 3 of the first wave of tested individuals. He didn't mind control anyone. I want to make that very clear. He just broke us all to the point where we had nothing left in life, and then, like, at some point we just gave up. But yeah, I'm considered a failure because I have to reset. I am not stable.
Stable in your insanity, you mean?
Correct. Anything else specific? Time does run a little bit short. What can I tell you? What would you
Krialis
like to know?
Kind of settles down, just sits down, and says, "What's your name?"
I honestly don't remember. Deja vu subject 3, that's what I've known for so long.
Do you want to die?
I believe I deserve to die.
That's different.
That's
Do I
fundamentally
want
different.
to die? It's a loaded question.
In this moment.
Would you find your existence eased should you not exist anymore?
Yes. You're the group that killed 1 and 2, correct?
Yes.
Krialis kind of looks away.
Did they...
Number
Were their
2.
last words anything... a sigh of relief? Anything like that? I imagine it would be the same for me. Same for all of his subjects.
Number 2 said thank you.
Makes sense. Existence
So-
is torture for us.
So then it would be reasonable to assume that maybe you would want to die.
Sure. Sorry, it's a philosophical. That's a very loaded question, but yeah, actually, I wouldn't
It's
be
a
against
loaded
it.
problem. I would rather not do anything in service of your master, and yet it is merciful to end you.
Yeah, it's merciful to end all of the 13 subjects.
So I'm going to be a bit brutally honest here. I don't have any attachment to you, and I kind of really want to get out of here. And you're telling us that you might go insane and try to kill us.
Oh, I
So
will.
if you don't have any objection, I think maybe we should just, give you like an honorable.
Nothing
Yes.
else you want to. I mean, if you're saying kill me before I go insane, if I do act out in self-defense, whether I want to or not.
Oh, so you.
Everything wants to live. Spaguglio.
I
I mean,
mean,
I'm not saying we should attack you. I'm saying like you should just like drop your weapons and just submit. I don't necessarily want to fight you, but if you want to not exist anymore, I'm just saying we can help with that.
Krialis
Let-
purses her beak and says, "What can you tell us about the other subjects?"
they vary. They're all related to time. Like, I have the ability to see into the future, but not really, because conscious versus subconscious. Subject 4, which you probably will eventually see, has the ability to move as if he essentially has super speed. He can move extremely quickly. 2, as you saw, her projectiles essentially instantly appeared where they were going, as if they just moved very quickly through time. One's power, which you probably saw, was essentially it's as if every single time he would put the slightest bit of pressure on something, and it was as if he had just put like 10 minutes of heavy pressure on something. He would just break it with the slightest touch. Yeah.
Do you know where the shadow came from?
No, he wouldn't tell any of us that. He doesn't. I mean, what? Go on.
Why haven't any of you killed yourselves? If you don't enjoy your existence, is there something stopping you?
So let me. So essentially, what happened in the creation of us is we were promised by the shadow powers to save something or other because we needed something of saving. He experimented us, gave us our powers. And then, unbeknownst to us, whatever happened anyway. In a couple of our cases, we actually ended up being the problem because we didn't know about the powers. We went to him to say, what happened? Can you help us? He took us under his wing and then made sure to unveil at some point that he was the reason that everything happened, completely crushing every bit of will, every bit of our soul that he possibly could. He did not use magic to do that, because that could be dispelled.
What was the thing you wanted?
What was the thing I wanted? I just wanted to protect my family.
That's what I want.
I turned back to the party. What did you guys want? This sounds eerily similar to why we got together in the first place.
To save
We
my
never really
sister-in-law.
We never
Same.
really talked about what we wanted openly.
To protect my
You are
family.
very correct. Yeah.
Do you know what the other subjects wanted?
Subject 13 was very similar to me. His was more protect his entire village. They were being raided by goblins extremely frequently. Subject 1 and 2 weren't so much wanting something as their family saw it as an opportunity to kind of help them rise in the ranks of wherever they were. A lot of the time it ends up being family or protecting. He did seem to target villages that were under attack very frequently. And he was hope at the same time as also being the reason. A lot of those villages he was actually attacking himself.
Spaguglia looks a bit sheepish and says, was there anybody looking for something superficial?
Not that I know of, but I also don't
Okay,
know the
I
backstory
think
of every
we're good.
subject.
I think we're good. Looking at
Okay.
the party, he says that. Like, I think we're good.
I wouldn't discount us just yet.
I would make sure. So earlier there was talk of possibly getting around what was going to happen, as far as you having to kill me or something happening. If he wants it to happen, almost every time it does, just keep that in mind. He will manipulate everything you do to his own end. He needs to be destroyed. We all know it. The subjects can't do anything about it. So,
Do you know when you're going to snap off into a
he
fit of rage?
he actually, you see him like wince, like really long wince, and is like, probably pretty soon.
I would like to cast Charm Person on him.
That is a 20 total.
Okay. Cool. If
Cool.
it fails,
He would know, I'm pretty sure, if it failed. Right? Charm person, I believe, is they know if it fails. If you cast it on them.
Hmm.
yeah.
Yep.
So he's still charmed.
No,
No, he's not. Failed
No?
charm person doesn't mean he's still charmed. It means
there is no effect on a fail.
there's no effect and he knows.
or
when
on,
it
on a
happens.
successful save.
Yeah, success. Yeah. Unless you have a 21 DC DC save, which I don't
wish.
think you do.
Well,
he
that's
gives-
a wasted spell
he
slot.
looks over at you and is like, "That good try." But one last question. Anything else I can help? Kind of picks up his weapon.
What do you know about book? A book, a scary, spooky book.
I have no clue what you're talking about. And you see him like wince again, and then he closes his eyes and kind of puts his hand in his head for a second. And then he turns up and he looks up at you guys like, why are you I must be here. You must be here to attack me. You must be here to kill me. And he goes into like an attack stance, and everyone roll initiative.
Okay.
So glad I pulled out my packed weapon before we got here.
That's not actually his name. That's just the character model. Okay.
Oh, Mega.
Mega, you are first.
All right. Boy. I don't want to kill this guy, but I don't see any way around it. So, Mega will... game's paused.
Oh god, it's paused. No, it's not paused.
So, can we move through the...
Yeah, that's fine. They're just squares. They should just
Okay.
be squares. Is it gridded? It should be gridded. Yeah.
So
It does
Mega
look
will...
very strange. But yeah, you can move through it.
Mega will... Mega dislikes being backed into a corner like this and made to dance,
Yeah.
like a puppet, which is sufficient to bring about the rage.
Oh yeah.
Mega will rage. He will close on subject 13 and
Subject 3.
3.
That's not
Yeah,
13.
not 13. 3.
That's not 13.
Um,
Best hope that's not 13. And he will.
So he's going to grapple him.
Okay. That is only a 14 for athletics.
Okay. Let's see.
That is a tie, so the defender wins, correct?
Attacker.
Yeah,
Attacker wins in that? Or-
Attacker wins for that
Okay,
one.
attacker wins in the tie.
Yeah, think of it like AC.
That's right.
Yep.
He is grappled. You grab him.
Okay. And as my second attack, I am going to try and push him prone.
Is that another strength?
It's another strength.
Athletics.
Yep.
That one's only a 6.
Do the gauntlets give me an advantage for this?
Just grappling.
Okay.
You still did it because he only rolled a 5.
Nice.
You just
All right.
push him prone to the ground
So Mega's
and
like,
grappled.
yeah, Mega's got him like, kind of grabbed by an arm, and kind of uses his hip to get some leverage and bring him down, and he's trying to hold him down, trying to keep the arm with the weapon isolated and held down, and he's if as he's doing all this, if Mega's like come on, snap out of this, you were lucid a second ago, you don't want to kill us, we don't want to kill you.
None of it seems to be getting through. He seems to just be like, you are here to kill me. You are lying to me.
I didn't
You
think
are
it would
wrong.
work, but
I mean, it's good to try. I mean, it's always good to try.
Yeah.
So at the end of your turn, this is a fun legendary action. At the end of your turn, where were you? You were there, 30 feet.
Yep.
You are going to go back to here and then move in that direction. Essentially, you do your turn and then you kind of teleport back and start moving south. It's like, is this what I just did? Didn't this just happen?
Uh-oh.
Nice.
He is still prone on the ground.
Okay. Well, obviously not grappled anymore, though.
Correct.
So, does prone give disadvantage to ranged attacks?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, anyone that's making a melee attack within 5 feet gets advantage. Anyone that's further than 5 feet away making a ranged attack gets disadvantage on a prone target.
It is Crealis' turn.
Crealis flutters to her feet and kind of swoops in 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 says, and kind of very a little softly says, "I'm sorry." So
That
close.
hits for
Every
sure.
time.
You're always like one off for it.
Every time.
Yeah. And you get sneak attack because at an advantage too. So
do.
like you're good.
That is
low.
That's really low.
And as a bonus action, we'll disengage and move her remaining speed away.
Okay. Okay. Next is his turn.
She's aloft.
She's
About
aloft in the air.
15 feet up.
Nice. He is going to get up, half his movement. And I should have had a spell listed. That's my bad.
That means it's long enough that he doesn't remember them all.
Well, I remember exactly what this spell does except for the range, which is important.
Doesn't matter. It's 5 feet short. I can tell you that much.
That's not how that works. Need to remember where the what? I guess the radius makes more sense. Okay. He's gonna cast a ball of fire is conjured in his hand. He throws it out, and he's going to hit both Spaguglio and Kiva. So I need both of you to make dex saves.
Oh no.
Okay.
You sure it wasn't a charisma save?
Okay, Kiva, you succeed. You take half damage. Spaguglio, you do not.
Oh, that's a lot of dice, man.
You know this spell. Yeah. Only 23 damage. It's 23, which half would be 11. Squealer takes 23. Kiva takes 11.
That's
Yeah.
still more than I would like, but that's fine.
Okay. And that is going to be his turn. He's actually going to move up to roughly, actually, it's 15, 15 feet left, and that's 15 to there. Kiva.
Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. I think I'm gonna hold off on my starry form for now. Feel like that can just wait for a bit. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna do guiding
That was
bolt.
like there.
But I can't decide what level I want to do it at. We'll do it at second level because I feel like it. I think that would be good.
Okay. Roll to see if you hit.
Do it.
Do it.
Come on, work with me here. All right, so many buttons. Jeez.
That does not hit. You cast your
I
guiding
really
bolt.
need to stick with the physical dice.
I would stick with the physical at this point. Foundry doesn't like you for some reason. Foundry's
Apparently, it
rude.
just hates me.
It doesn't like me either.
He doesn't like anyone except for me.
Andre likes me.
That's true. Actually, he does like Mega. Mega hits most
Yeah.
of the time. And Crealis does too. Just doesn't quite like Crealis enough to give crits. Just under crit.
Every time.
Every time. Okay. So you throw a guiding bolt at him. He dodges out of the way. Next is Spaguglio.
Okay. Well. He's going to move to here. And he is going to... He's going to cast Vampiric Touch. So
Do it.
that is...
It's a melee spell attack, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Cast spell. Attack. Normal. 15 to
That
hit.
hits. Actually, wait a minute. Wait a
Okay.
minute. Wait a minute. That just barely hits.
Nice.
Yeah.
I knew it hit. I just needed to know whether it was just barely.
Okay, so
We're rolling great.
he gets hit 7. I heal 4. It rounds up.
3.
3. It's always
You
round
wish it
down.
rounds up.
Wouldn't
The
it be
only thing that
great?
rounds up is the number of hit dice you regain after a long
Yeah.
rest.
That's the only thing they
Dang.
give you. Everything else is a round down.
Okay.
They only give you that because otherwise you wouldn't be able to recover any at level 1.
Oof. And am I allowed? Can I still hit with a weapon?
Was
Do
that
a
an
bonus
action?
attack action because it's his action to cast Vampiric Race as a melee spell attack.
I'm talking
Touch.
about like the dual wielding thing.
Can he use his dagger?
It's a melee spell attack. If it's a melee weapon attack, yes. If it's a melee spell attack, no.
Okay, cool. Okay, then I don't have anything else.
Okay.
I wish I would have healed more.
At the end of your turn, as you use your vampiric touch and you attack him, he's gonna look down, hold out his sword, and say, wait a minute, didn't I do this? And go for an attack on you.
Okay.
He did that on Spaguglio's turn?
At the end of Spaguglio's turn.
Okay. Great.
That is a 18, which I believe
That's a
hits Baguglio. For only 5 damage.
Whew.
Dude doesn't hit hard with that. He hits hard with the spells, though. Okay, so this is where things get complicated.
Oh no.
At the end of... Actually, no, that wouldn't quite happen yet.
I have
This
a feeling.
happens on initiative count 20. Mega, top of the round.
I have feelings that are foreboding.
Mega doesn't know how he ended up way down here.
It was very confusing. You literally like appeared back where you were and started walking south. Like, didn't I do this?
Yeah.
Did this just happen?
No. Stop messing with us.
Snap it.
Snap at him.
Stop
No.
it.
Stab.
Reckless attack.
Do it. Advantage.
Worth.
21.
Yeah, that hits for sure.
Oh, +2 to that because of my rage.
Damn, 17.
Hot damn.
All right.
And you get to go again too, because he has extra attack.
Yep. Oh.
That's a crit. That does hit.
Yes.
We haven't
Oh,
had a
I have to
crit in like
do-
a minute.
Right?
I had to do a concentration save.
For your pack weapon?
No.
vampiric touch.
Oh, after you did that, it is actually okay. You can
How much
As-
damage did you take?
suppressing crit.
5.
Okay, so your DC is 10.
Yeah, it's just 10. Just a con save, 10.
That was a terrible roll.
That was a sad crit.
Oh, hey, that's
You're good. 19's good.
Hmm.
That's 2 more than the other one. Actually, no, that's the exact same as the other one. Because it was a 17 in the end.
Yeah.
oof.
3d12, 2, 7, and 2. Great.
Damn,
I know that feel.
I know that feel.
It's like Foundry's just being rude tonight. Like
Well,
it's just
true.
being
Yeah.
awful.
Foundry heard me say that Foundry likes me, and it's like, yeah, I'll
And
give you a
was
crit.
like,
But
"Mm-mm,
then, well, he gave me a crit, but then
Like
garbage
anyway."
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, I like you. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Mm,
I'll show you how much I like you by giving you the lowest number possible.
I miss 4th edition crits. 4th edition crits were ridiculous. You
Randomly do
you
this.
would roll the damage dice once, but you would add the max of the roll as well.
Oh,
So
that's
instead of like
nice.
rolling 2d6 for a d6 weapon, you'd take 6 plus 1d6.
That's not bad.
Big crits.
So
Yeah,
at after Mega initiative count 20, everything kind of seems to get really hazy. Everyone blinks out of existence for a quick second, and when you all appear, you seem to have switched spots with each other. Except for the one odd man out, because there's 5 people here. And you all have that feeling in your head like, wait a minute, did this just happen? And
Hang on. That
What?
does mean Mega is 15 feet in the air.
true.
Oh no.
Falling damage?
What's fall damage?
It's a
Is
d6.
it D6 for everything
Every 10
past
feet.
10 or every 10 feet? So it's just a D6. So I'll roll your.
But
your
it's
bludgeoning.
Not
like
too much
bludgeoning
falling
damage. So
damage.
you
Yeah, it's
resist it.
bludgeoning. So it's half of whatever this is.
Half a 1, half a 1, half a
6.
1.
2. So 2 bludgeoning damage as you fall to the ground. Corrales is fluttering on the ground as well. What?
Why does that say Crealis?
Because I had you selected. I was rolling as you, but not really rolling as you.
To be fair, it's my fault that you were 15 feet in the air.
And the most fun part about this,
Fun for you, probably.
Don't say it like that.
actually, this is going to end up being a lot less. So, Mega is just going to end up double swinging at the air, and Spaguglio is going to make a vampiric touch against Kiva, as the two of you are
Great.
repeating your turn.
Oh, no.
no.
I mean, on the
Oh, I'm-
plus side, at least one of us is getting healed out of this.
It's true. And also, like, because Mega
It's
was the
better
one
than just
teleported away,
damage.
you guys got really lucky there too, because your barbarian who does a ton of damage is the one that got like flown away. You
Bjorn.
could have done
Do
2
I have-
hits.
Do I have to re-roll the attack and the damage?
Yes.
Okay, good.
You don't just
Hopefully I-
automatically
Because you
hit.
miss.
If you
Oh,
just
I'm
miss,
hoping-
you're good.
Is this still
I'm ho-
active though?
Roll
So
an-
does this
make sure you
break the
roll an encounter
concentration?
so you miss.
No, it doesn't break concentration. This happening didn't break concentration.
Uh-oh.
That's gonna
Thank
hit.
you. Just putting that out there.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
That hurt.
Foundry
I'm
knew.
sorry.
Boundary's
Remind me,
mean.
what's the
Like,
Why
effect
it's
on the
better-
field?
you like this?
What's
It's
the what?
better than just flat. Oh,
The
go
effect
ahead.
on the field?
As far, what do you mean, like as your visual
that-
effect? Like that
the
weird.
AoE hover
Oh.
here, what is it?
That was in case he did his turn again. I knew where that was cast.
Oh, okay.
That was for me.
I mean, that's better than just flat damage. At least I got healed some instead of just net bad.
So as this all happens
No,
and
I'll
Mega
give you
swings
that
at the air
6 hit
twice and
points.
Spiglio stabs or does his vampiric. It's with your weapon, right? It gets sheathed necrotic, or is it is
Nope,
vampiric touch
hand.
with your weapon, or is it hand? Like
And
Yeah, it's my hand. So I
The
put my
tu-
I put my
yeah.
hand on Kiva's kneecap and
you
slowly
do
drag-
that, and then you look very surprised. Like, wait a minute, did this happen? Is this correct?
answer
And
is
This
no,
is
it is
awkward.
incorrect.
it's Crealis's turn.
Well, this is problematic. This is another.
Mega's picking himself off the ground. Yeah,
This is
tell
like
me
the
about
Void
it.
Knight. I'm not going to be able to get sneak attack.
Hmm.
Can't tell whether it was fortunate or unfortunate that you had someone with a 22 initiative. Probably fortunate. Anyway, go on.
I guess she's gonna fly over here. Yeah, she'll fly over here and ready an attack with her short bow.
Okay.
Or when Mega or any of her party is next to him.
I should also say that after the crit, he did look. He's looking kind of hurt. He doesn't look like he's looking visibly hurt, not like down to one knee or anything, but he is looking not like the Void Knight that was like. He does show pain. Okay, so you ready in action?
So I have a
And-
quick question about my vampiric touch. If
Yeah.
I attack with a weapon, is that just gone, or can I keep the concentration up and try to touch him again next turn?
You don't know a lot about vampiric touch.
What it says is, so 3d6 necrotic damage and you regain hit points equal to half the amount. Until the spell ends, you can make the attack again on each of your turns.
Does the
as
spell have
an
a time?
action. Yeah, it's good for 1 minute, so that's like forever in combat.
It doesn't say it ends if you don't make that. It just says until the spell ends. So you have 1
Yeah.
minute that you can just.
So unless I break concentration or a minute passes, so I can like
Mhm.
walk up and like slash him like 6 times, and then next turn fondle him and then get
Yeah.
some life back.
Exactly. You
Okay,
could do
cool.
that.
Gross.
Okay.
It is gross. I don't like it that much. Don't like it at all. Don't like
Well,
it.
I
at
hope
all.
he doesn't either.
So on his turn, let me pull up the spell real quick.
I'll be honest, I
Believe-
was a little bit more concerned that he'd be out of my speed range and then I just wouldn't be able to do it.
Come on. Believe it is a wisdom save. And he's going to make it towards Mega as he don't do that quite yet. It might be it. I should know
35 feet
this.
away.
My wizard has this spell.
Oh,
Cal just making things up here.
just making things up.
The spell's
Like,
called
What are
Bippity
you, a DM
Bobbity.
or something?
It's a 90-foot range. Okay. So that's good. It's an
You rolled
int
a
save. I
94?
need you to make an int save as a psychic-looking whip appears in his hand, and he whips it out towards you, and just like seems to go right towards your mind.
Towards me?
Yeah, towards Mega. Just like, whoosh, and
Kinky.
it like targets the head.
That's the hardest part of my body.
Okay.
Ah, bumpkin.
That was actually pretty good.
Like you know anything.
You succeed on the save, but you still take 5 points of damage. So it was 10 total psychic. It's actually only 5 because you succeeded on the save. And as it whips towards your mind, you get a little bit of a sharp pain. You feel like you're almost kind of... Your mind almost kind of numbs a little bit, and then you shake it off.
Gotcha.
And he's going to go...
Mega drools a little extra.
That's not the right tool.
Is there drool coming out both sides, or is the floor uneven?
He's going to go back to here.
Floor's definitely uneven.
It's definitely uneven. He's going to go back to here.
Oh, god damn it.
Cat and mouse. Kiva, it's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really cat and mouse because we already played cat and mouse with the other subject.
Damn. I don't like being over here. Okay. Well, first of all,
You
I'm
won't
gonna
take an
move-
attack of opportunity from Spaguglio.
Well, that's up to
Is
me.
that-
You won't.
Please don't tell
You'll
me
be
this.
o-
I
you'll
will
be okay.
down. I can't take a hit. I'm just a little squish right now. I will say I do want to be away from everybody if this
Ye-
kind of situation is going to keep happening.
I-
So Kiva will move. Oh, I forgot where I put that ruler. Yeah. It
30 feet was here,
goes-
I think.
30 feet
Or
was
there.
right there.
There's even more. Yeah,
Yeah.
right there.
All of the this map makes it hard to.
It does
see
make it
where
kind of
you're
hard to
going.
see. The distorted effect made it
Um,
a little bit weird.
So Kiva is like kind of discombobulated, as you know, with everybody else.
Yeah.
But I am gonna cast Healing Word as a bonus action on myself. Because I need it.
Okay. Okay.
Let me just roll for that real quick. Give me something good. Come on. Perfect. That's something. It's gonna keep me up for a little
That's
bit.
actually not
Wait,
that bad for
wait,
healing word.
I don't
Huh?
think that I don't think that rolled one.
That 1d4
bracket?
plus 2.
It's
That's Healing
it's
Word.
split across 2 lines.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because for some
Yeah,
reason it
it's-
had to put in the unaffected constructs undead for like I don't know that part. But
Okay.
I mean it's true, but
Okay. Cool.
But it did
Cool.
roll the 1d4 plus 2.
Yeah.
Not bad.
no, it's actually not that bad for
Um,
healing word. It's good. Foundry is
And I
not as bad.
think that's my bonus action. And I think I'm gonna do another second level guiding bolt because I feel like if I have concentration on anything and we get shifted around again, then it might mess things up. I don't want to. This is not a situation where we want to use Moonbeam. That would be so bad.
That would be very
Um,
interesting. Someone just gets teleported into Moonbeam.
Just right into the middle of Moonbeam.
Yeah.
Hold on, where'd it go? Here we go. Don't mind the cackling in the background. That is my sibling.
It adds to the
It
atmosphere.
adds. I think that's yeah,
it
definitely adds to the
really
action.
does.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll the attack with my real dice because I don't trust Foundry at all.
Neither do I.
Oh, and that is so much better. That's a 16 plus 5, so
That hits.
that's gonna
21
hit.
definitely hits.
Thank the gods. But I will roll damage on here. Just because I don't want to pull out my damage dice and fiddle around.
I get that. I had to pull out my
But I
rogue
might
d6 for
have
that
to.
last
Oh, there
one.
we go. 10 radiant damage. Wait, what? Hold on. 5d6, they gave me 10? Is that even possible?
One.
Yeah,
It
1,
was
3, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Oh my god.
1, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Okay, no, damage dice are coming out. This is ridiculous. That is not fair. That is not fair at all.
Yeah, no, Foundry's mean.
Ugh.
DM favored. DM, please turn off your hacks.
Actually, yes.
No,
Jesus
they'll stay on.
Christ.
Damn it.
Yeah.
And just for that, I'm going to turn another one on. Okay, so you heal yourself. You go another guiding bolt. It hits him. He's
That
definitely
was
looking.
so awful.
He is looking hurt. And he also looks a little more radiant, as if someone attacked him, they would get an advantage on their next attack. And it's Spaguglio's turn.
I have a question about my medallion.
Your
Lightning Lure is a cantrip that I can technically cast as a warlock that I don't have, but at the bottom it says the spell's damage increases by 1d8 when you reach 5th level.
yeah, you would still have
Um,
the damage increase
Okay.
Yeah, that's just a
Cool.
level thing, not related to any class.
because you're 5th level. Like you're good.
Yeah, I wasn't sure though because I was casting it from a locket.
Yeah, the medallion doesn't. You're the cantrip increase of whatever you cast to lock it is a thing. As you get higher level, it should get easier. If it's wisdom, I think the stat goes up.
Okay.
Just to cast whatever cantrip a warlock can cast.
You get proficiency on it when you
Um,
roll.
so
I would get my spell.
he would get
attack
proficiency when he rolls. He first needs to roll the save, but then he would get the full. It's as if
Oh,
it's from
a
his
wisdom
class.
save.
Yeah,
So it's
the
not gonna
wisdom
get
save to
easier.
start, and then
It's not going to get easier because it has no proficiency added.
well, he'd have
Well,
to increase his
I-
wisdom with like at level 8 or whatever. If he wanted to, and his wisdom score increased in some way, it would get easier. But it's not.
Might
Yeah,
consider resilient wisdom.
that could.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a 50-50 and then I get to
yeah.
do
It is actually just like a. Wait a minute, is it a wisdom save or it's just a roll of d20? So it actually doesn't get
Yeah.
easier. I lied.
Yeah.
But I mean,
gets
my wisdom's
literally
also
no
a
range.
0, so it's the same thing.
It's 50-50 anyway. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. Roll
Um,
your d20.
But so I'm not going to be able to get within 15 feet of him, unfortunately.
So
'cause
this
I
all
can't
was
move.
for nothing.
I just realized this now, yes. But I am still going to use the medallion. I'm going to use Toll of the Dead instead because that's
Ooh.
60 feet.
Do your thing.
I might
You have to
move.
move 5 feet. Yeah.
Okay. I'll move to here. Or wait.
Okay. That works.
I'll go. Yeah, I'll just go forward 2 because that puts me
Yeah, you're at 55.
20 away from Mega, 25. Okay. That's I think yeah, it's probably okay. Okay. Okay, so
So you
that
cast
happened.
it, and he makes a wisdom save.
Yeah.
That is only a 13.
Okay, so this one says the spell's damage increases by 1 die when you reach 5th level, 2d8 or 2d12. Okay, so 2d12. Cool.
Should be 2d12. Yeah. Toll of the Dead's
Yep.
2d12.
Yeah, because he's taken damage, it's d12. If
I
he
think it's
hadn't
if he's-
taken damage,
Then it's 2d8. Yeah.
Yeah.
He does look damaged.
oh my god.
I love
Nice.
it.
A 2 and a 6.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. So
Oh, also as my object interaction, because I get one of those, I would like to throw a potion of healing at Kiva. If I can.
seems like a bit much.
It
That's
shattered
okay.
Because she'd have to
That's-
catch it and on not her turn as well.
As a reaction.
That's okay.
I guess she
I'm
probably
okay
could.
Oh, I
We can
realized
I'm
roll.
okay with-
Sorry.
I'm okay with not being able to as well.
Sure, I'll let you do it as if Kiva wants to try and catch it. It would be a.
I wouldn't
Acrobatic?
be too worried about me.
Okay. Well then,
I wouldn't be
you
too
go.
worried about me. I've got 10 hit points, and I feel like as long as I stay out of people's way, I'll be okay.
I really want to see Swulio toss and be like alley oop, and Kiva just like not do anything and just shatter at her feet. You got this. Oh nope.
Listen,
Wasn't
I
me.
don't know.
Full of spite.
I don't.
I'm
I don't
not
know how
saying
much
she
health you
would
have. I feel a
respond.
little bit bad for hurting you at least more than I got healed. If it was equivalent exchange, maybe he wouldn't feel bad, but he definitely hurt you more than he got back out of it.
I'll let it take place. You have to do.
How do I do it?
So you throw it, and then Kiva would
And
have
on
to
my
do
turn, I try to catch it.
acrobatics, I think, or sleight of hand, something.
I guess.
What's a good
Does
catch
this-
roll?
Probably
Acrobatics.
acrobatics.
I like acrobatics.
Or just like
Yeah.
a straight dex check if you really want to. If you just want
Yeah,
to say straight
I'll
dex.
do
But,
acrobatics.
like,
You know, that's
Kiva
probably
has
the
the
same for you
bonuses
as
for that.
yeah. That'd be on her turn. Well, it's just a reaction.
Does-
I'm gonna
I
let
feel
you do
like-
it
I
on
feel
your
like it
turn.
would-
It's
I
a
feel like it
reaction.
would
Yeah.
use
So,
her reaction.
I guess technically
your
she'd
reaction.
get to choose if she wants to spend the reaction or not. If she
Sure.
doesn't, it just shatters.
It's there's a potion
Look,
coming towards you.
You throw something at Kiva. She's not to the point where she's gonna be a
Just gonna
total
drop it. Yeah.
asshole
Yeah.
about something being thrown at her.
Yeah.
She's a little moody, but she's not a complete
Yeah.
bit.
But still, I guess if you had something really good you could use on your reaction, it could be viable to just let it drop.
But yeah, you
Like, I don't know,
roll
if-
your dex or acrobatics. Pretty sure they're the same.
Yeah. Mhm. I'm just gonna check and see how my acrobatics is. Yeah, it's the same as my straight dex. I'm going to roll this in real life because I'm
IRL.
That's an 11.
You're good. You catch it just barely. It kind of fumbles around in your hand a little bit, but then you grab hold of it.
I wasn't even looking. I just threw it behind my shoulder, which is why she.
That
Okay,
was
now
the
you
problem.
need to make some form of a check if that's actually going to be a thing.
Oh no! No!
Without
no.
looking, that's also on
Don't
you for a
just-
check.
Don't just add flavor. You can't follow through with the spice.
No, that's okay. I looked her dead in the eyes and I was like, "Please catch this."
Amazing.
Okay, so at the end of your turn, subject 3 is going to do a thing.
Oh God.
Do a thing.
He's gonna look at his hand and be like, "Wait a minute, didn't I?" And a spike pops out of his finger. And Mega, I need you to make a. God damn it!
It was intelligence earlier.
It
I don't-
was, but this is a different one because
Okay.
he's not going to do the same thing.
Checking.
Deja
How
vu
do I
is
roll a
exact-
goddammit?
I'd like one of those int saves.
It's an int save. It is another int save. Same kind of thing, I guess. It's gonna be like the best. Mega's just gonna succeed on all int saves. It does not succeed. I will shut up now. Wait, so you take 5 psychic damage, and if you make another saving throw, you need to subtract 1d4 from it. As a spike comes out of his hand and kind of slides its way into your mind.
Oh, fun.
Now it's your turn.
It's okay though. You're like 90% instinct. So like you.
Oh, yes, that makes me feel so much better. All right. So, having flopped down from 15 feet in the air, unfortunately, it means I'm prone, which means I have to stand up, which halves my movement.
True.
So, Mega will go 20 over to here. Question: are we inside or outside right now?
Isn't this kind of just like a giant black box?
Yes.
Kind of? Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
So
We'll see.
as Mega flops down, gets up, it's his mind spiked, and he's just like, no, this is completely unacceptable. He's gonna run over as he starts going over towards subject 3. He's going to grab his dagger off his belt and try and throw the dagger at subject 3.
Go for it.
On the bright side, you roll without disadvantage, but also without advantage.
Okay. And I can use strength or dex for that.
Right. No, it's ranged. Oh,
It's a
I think
ranged
if you're using
attack.
it as ranged
It's a ranged attack, but it's
because it's
It's
a
a
weapon.
finesse weapon.
it's a finesse weapon, which means I can use strength or dex.
Finesse just means that you can use dex instead of strength if your dex is higher on melee. But I think ranged are always dex.
Right. If a weapon has a thrown property, you can, which it does, you can throw it to make a ranged attack.
And ranged attacks are always with dex.
For example, for
Throwing
a
daggers
weapon is
are
a melee
ranged
weapon.
weapons.
Use the same ability modifier for that attack roll and damage
Oh.
roll that you would use for
Okay.
melee attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
So because it's a melee weapon, you are able to use strength. Cool.
Yeah. For
Right, 'cause it's
example,
not
if
a
you
bow. You're using
throw a hand
yeah.
axe, you use your strength. But if you
Okay,
throw
nice.
a dagger, you can use either your strength or your dex, since the dagger has the finesse property.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I didn't know
Nice.
that.
Now you can
Yeah.
use your strength
All right.
as this large half orc barbarian decides to throw a little tiny dagger, but with a lot of force.
Yeet. Eat it good.
Does not hit. As you are running after having the spike driven into your mind, you're
Yeah.
just a little bit disoriented and you throw your dagger and it goes wide.
Like some mouthy little person just said, I'm 90% instinct anyways, so.
It's true.
You got
Okay.
this.
On initiative count 20. The same thing happens.
I agree.
So,
Sorry. Sorry, my brother's playing
You're
games in the
here,
other
you're
room,
here.
and if I'm not muted, there's some interesting commentary.
No,
it's kind of working right now.
it is. I like thinking that your brother's commentary is coming from subject 3, and
I like
that-
it.
Yeah, that's some
The first time
bullshit.
it was cackling, and then this
Yeah.
time it's like that's some
Uh-huh.
bullshit. Everybody move.
Everybody move.
His comments can just get a little aggressive, so I'm trying to like mute when I'm like, oh no.
So wait, did I just change places with subject 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is
No.
lucky.
I'm way too close to that creature.
Well, my ready to action didn't go off, and I
True.
there's no longer advantage, so I continue to not be able to sneak attack. So I'm just gonna fire.
That's just
Okay, so
mean. Krios
Coolio.
with no sneak attack.
It's 2 combats now. I'm assuming a 10 does not hit.
Wait a minute. It does not hit, but the end of the action. Coolio, what did you even do?
I Toll of the Deaded.
Okay,
Do I have to medallion again?
you told the deaded on your spot.
Yeah.
So
So
you-
from where I was, I used Toll of the Dead on subject 3, which is where I now am.
So you need to use the medallion to start.
Okay. And I'm attacking subject 3, right?
You're attacking the spot that you attacked.
It targets
Which is
creature,
where-
not
No,
location.
yeah, it'll be subject 3 again. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, because this one's specifically a creature I can see, and I would
Correct.
assume that same line.
Yeah,
Oh,
it doesn't matter if it's a crit.
do I get to cast it twice? Okay, have him make a save.
Okay, that one was a 18.
That's okay. But he takes
Nothing.
Well, totally dead
half?
fizzles.
cantrip.
Yeah, it's a cantrip, and that'll fizzle if it.
Dang it.
Dang it.
Okay. My extra
And
action.
the
Does my
other
thrown dagger go towards Spaguglio now?
no, the other person that goes again is subject 3,
Oh, okay.
who is going to do his turn
When is this happening?
So it's a layer. It's initiative count 20. It's a layer action.
Oh, okay. So it's I
You wouldn't have
it's
gone
before my
yeah.
miss. Got
Yeah.
it.
So Meg, I need you to make another int save.
And it's at a -5.
Minus 1d4.
It's 1d4. Okay.
Yeah.
So never 5.
Correct.
That's
Unless
good.
you
'cause
have a
5 is
5 on your
lot.
d4, and then I don't know why you would do that to yourself. Okay. So I really need to get this other spell up here. So it's what he did on his turn, not on his like legendary action. And it isn't both things that go off because that would be a little bit too much.
Okay.
And so
Okay.
you're going to take
Oh, right.
6 points of psychic damage. And on your turn, on your next turn, you must choose whether you get a move, an action, or a bonus action. You can only choose one of those 3. So he goes for a whip appears in his hand like it did the first time. It goes right for your mind again, and this time it actually just kind of clocks you in the brain. And then Crealis would go, and
I missed.
the bow goes a little bit wide, still being disoriented.
That's my turn.
Okay. Subject 3.
There's nothing there. Like it's a featureless void, right?
Yeah. Essentially, it's supposed to be like the ground is kind of moving underneath you, but it's still something you can stand on.
I'm sort of drifting over it.
Or drifting over that. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So his turn. He doesn't get a turn. No, it's not. No,
You sure?
I'm sure. I need a ruler. Oh, no, that needs to stay. From him, this is going to have to turn. I don't know how I should do that. No.
Uh-oh.
So it's a 60-foot. Oh, sorry. Let's delete that.
60-foot cone.
60-foot line out in
Oh.
this direction. He's
Either way, it
going
only hits one person.
he's going to a heavy gust of wind just blows out from his hand in that direction. And
Good
nothing
thing there's
happens
nobody
yet.
standing there.
Right now. It would actually technically encompass Spook. It's 60 feet, so it got a little bit further.
Oh, yeah.
But nothing happens right now.
That's scarier.
It's
Kiva,
probably fine.
it's probably fine. Your turn.
Yeah. Okay. I am first going to use my bonus action to initiate my starry form. And I'm going to take my archer starry form just so I can get off more shots at this dude.
like it.
Since I feel like I can't be within range to help anybody else, at least not like directly. And then I am going to do, so I'm trying to remember if I did 2 second level guiding bolts. The way that Foundry did it was weird. Let me double check here.
You've only done one.
There's a
done-
failed
No, I
one.
did.
There was a failed one and a successful one.
Oh,
Did you do
okay.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were both at second level.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I get 3 free guiding bolts at first level. So I'm going to use one of those free ones that doesn't expend a spell slot.
Gotcha.
Is a 16 going to hit?
That hits.
Thank you. And 46. That's 11, 13, 16 points of damage.
Nice.
So
He's
a
looking
little
he's
bit
looking pretty beat up after that. You
Good.
shoot your guiding bolt off. He radiates energy. Looking like he's an easier target. And he kind of slumps down a little bit. Looking
good.
more visibly
Yeah.
in pain.
I did like pocket the health potion. I like when like I kind of like wherever Spaguglio ended up, I kind of just like acknowledge and just kind of like quick little
Give him the finger
cheers
gun.
before I pocket it.
It's a confusing time. We're all switching spots.
Yeah, we're
It's true.
all constantly like, who is where?
Who is where?
Who is where? And that is it. That is my turn.
Okay. Spaguglio, it is your turn. I need you to make a strength save.
You know I can't do those. Okay. 13?
Just barely failed it. You are pushed back 15 feet in that direction.
Oh, I don't mind that.
You say that.
Where to, boss?
That's 15.
So for thematic reasons, because it's not gonna matter mechanically, as he's being pushed back, he pulls out his locket and tries to cast Eldritch Blast.
Sure, because the range is still. Yep.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous, right?
That succeeds on the
Okay.
cast.
So it
2
should be
bolts.
2 bolts indeed, and it should be, I believe, a +6 because that's my spellcasting mod. Yeah. Okay. Or yeah, +6 rather. Okay.
Nice.
Okay,
That
so the first one
definitely
hits.
hits. The first bolt definitely hits.
Okay. And I'll just check to see if the second one hits, and we'll roll
Sure.
damage here in a second.
That works.
Hey,
That
the second
both
one hits
hits.
too.
We got hits.
And it's 1d10 for the damage. So 5 and 5.
Consistent. He's looking very hurt at this point. Not just like pretty hurt. He's looking
Good.
very hurt.
And
happy about this.
Spaguglio's gonna go. He's gonna move down.
Sure. Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. At the end of your turn, you're going to die. No, it's not true.
Wow, presumptuous.
Okay.
That's
Accurate.
big talk from a guy
So you're
who just
gonna
got aerial
Appear
Eldritch
back
Blast.
up here and move in this direction instead.
Yeah.
You
25
appear and
feet
then
is
you're just like,
25
wait a
feet.
minute. It's true. Mega, it is your turn. You can take the move, the attack, or a bonus, or a move, an action, or a bonus action.
I will take the move
Okay.
and just screaming incoherently, he will run up.
Okay.
Subject 3.
That works.
And I mean, he's brandishing his battle axe, and he's just, he's shouting things in Orcish that, if Subject 3 or anyone else understood Orcish, still would make no sense because it's just like,
Oh, I thought you were going to say it would make our mothers blush.
no, it's just Orcish gibberish at this point.
Nice. I like Orcish
Somehow, with his minus 1d4 to int, he now knows Undercommon. It's really weird.
gibberish. Okay, so the end of your turn. Okie dokie. That's you two switch, and that is a you two switch. He is the same. He's going to do. He does the exact same thing. Another wall of wind pops up. The other one disappears because it's a concentration spell, and that'd be cheating if he could have more than one of those. And
Are you kidding? Subject 3 drinks G Fuel. He can definitely concentrate on 2 spells at once.
the other one
Please
was a roll
sponsor us.
that.
He's laser focused.
The other one is a roll that means that no one else gets to do it, so it's only one person this round. Cool. Crealis, it's your turn.
I mean, I don't know what you want from me. I'll try to take a swing at him.
Wait, how did I get up there?
That
My
hits.
computer like froze and then I'm
They're
like,
freeze.
oh.
Yeah, you switched with Spaguglio.
Hey, damn it.
And you just appear and stab him right through the heart. He falls over,
Oh my God,
slowly on
Why
the
is it
ground,
always you?
looks right up at Crealis,
twice so far.
and just says the word 13. Falls over dead.
He says he doesn't say thank you. He says 13.
Just 13.
Wow.
But I mean, he was
Well,
delirious. They're kind of similar.
Spoiler alert: Crealis is subject 13.
Oh,
Bam!
wow.
I made
It's
that
right
parallel
now.
earlier.
Yeah, but now we have
He
confirmation.
is dead.
I guess flabbergasted.
Oh,
You feel a pull, as if you are getting pulled out of the realm. Is there anything you want to do real quick before you do your thing? Before you get pulled out? Anything
did he have a
specific?
spell focus? I assume.
He did.
Was it like apparent?
It was a crystal of sorts that you could take.
Crealis will
I-
snatch that
yeah.
in the moment since she's
Put-
right there,
Put
Yeah, I was
crystal of
gonna
sorts
say,
down in
you're
your
probably
book.
supposed to.
I'll go over what
and
it is.
and
like
she
the
like she's
value or
going to
anything like that.
do her best to like quickly stow it.
I don't think anyone has a higher passive perception than that, so
Well, yeah, I don't know if this is like in a way that she what she's thinking is she doesn't want whoever is on the other side of this
to
pull.
see it. Okay, so it was like quickly just trying to get her back. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I saw it.
He got it. Damn.
Nailed it.
Okay. As you guys feel the pull, you get pulled back into the regular realm, the regular world. Everything looks great. Flowers. No, that's just a lie.
Wow.
Fire, death.
Paint a picture for us.
In
Disappoint-
front of you, you actually are all clumped up, as opposed to being really far apart, or where you left, you're all clumped up and a little bit in front of the cart. In front of you is the shadow with a little bit of a grin on his face. In front of him, a little ways, is FaZe looking rather haggard and panting, as if pretty far, like a battle had taken place. Barty is on the ground unconscious but alive. And on the cart, you see a bloated corpse and a bloody mess.
Is it Barty? Is it Mark?
No,
Is
no,
it
no.
Luke?
Barty is unconscious on the ground. The two people on the cart,
It's
you
Mark
notice that
and
the
Luke.
bloated corpse is Mark, and the bloody mess you don't
They
know
were
what
fan
that is.
favorites. How could
They
you do
were
this?
fan favorites.
All for like 5 minutes.
Their opinion will continue to be valued even in their death.
The shadow holds up his hands, looks at FaZe. I told you they were fine. If you didn't attack me, this all could have been very simple. They would still be alive. He'd be conscious.
Nothing's ever simple with you.
As soon as we hit the ground and I see this, Mega sees the shadow, Mega's gonna try and beeline and try and like take a swing at the shadow.
Sure.
Solid.
Roll an attack.
Kiva would immediately like take the medicine that Googlio gave her and go and start reviving people. She can heal.
There's
and
one
heal
person to
before she
revive.
hits someone now
Um,
in one movement.
What, Cal?
I say there's one person you could revive. I mean, you roll your attack first, but there's one person
Okay.
you could. Barty's the one. The other two are
Oh, it's
quite
Barty?
dead.
Oh shit.
Yes. You take a swing, so you're disoriented, and you run up to him, and you take a swing, and he kind of very lazily sidesteps it. Kind of looks. Really, you're fine. Everything's fine. Why are you attacking me?
A spike went into my brain.
It's called psychic damage and mind magic. I know that orcs don't know that much. You need to use your brain.
Oh, my head hurts.
It's okay. Take a nap. And let me look up.
Has it
Gosh,
been longer than a
It's
minute?
gonna cast sleep.
He might.
It's 5d8.
Oh, this is in a level 1 sleep.
I was just gonna say if he level 1 sleep is 5d8.
And it's plus 1d8 for every level higher.
It's plus 2d8 for each slot above first.
Oh shit.
Plus 2d8?
That's what D&D Beyond says.
Maybe I'm thinking of color spray.
Color spray, I think, is 1d8
1d10.
or 10. Yeah.
Oh no, it's 2d10 there too. Huh.
Do you have 51 hit points?
Nope.
Okay. You fall asleep?
Yes, I do.
For a minute. It's
Yeah,
probably fine.
it's a minute.
Or until someone slaps you in the face.
That's true.
Also true.
Is he
Right.
standing right beside? Has it
Yeah,
been a minute
literally,
since
he
I
said the
casted
words. He
Vampire?
kind of was like that, and he's like, "Go to sleep," and just kind of puts his hands out, and Mega just falls over, asleep. Definitely breathing, but asleep.
Has it been a minute since I casted Vampiric Touch?
No,
I'm gonna go offer him a truce. Offer to shake his hand.
on it.
And so Spagoogle's gonna walk up to him and he's gonna be like, "Look, I'm just a simple businessman who's been caught up in way too many things over his head and just happened to strike the exact thing that he's been looking for. And look, how about we just go our separate ways and you stop killing your pets and we'll just call it a great day in the park. Everything's great, everything's grand, and we'll just go our separate ways." So this is a weird pseudo attack roll where I'm trying to use a handshake to get Vampiric Touch.
he reaches out his hand, just kind of you see a smile just go like wide across his face as he reaches out your hand and looks at it as it starts to be wreathed in necrotic energy. Do your attack roll.
uh, oof.
Lol.
He doesn't dodge the attack. You just feel it fizzle in his hand. It's the weirdest sensation ever. You go to kind of wrap around his hand, and rather than like really touching a normal hand, it's like touching the outside of. It just feels weird. It doesn't feel like a normal hand underneath.
Like
And he
memory
says
foam.
almost kind of he shakes and is like, a truce. I go my merry way, you go yours. Doesn't it just sound so great? That was fun, the thing you pulled right there. I'm not going to kill you for it. That would be too much. But you need to go into timeout. And you don't have more than 150 hit points, correct?
That depends. Where is all the potions that we have? No, I do not.
You gave me one, and it's not.
Sorry, he doesn't snap. He speaks a word, actually. It's not a snap. And you are stunned for a minute.
Cool.
Or
Very
actually,
specific.
technically, you'd have to do a con save at the end of each of your turns, but you're not actually in combat.
I
What's your
mean,
con bonus?
what? What's my con? +2.
Okay. So I mean, unless it's stupid high, theoretically you could break out of it.
That's true. I'll have you just randomly roll for it. You do get stunned initially, though, and you have the stunned
Okay.
effect on you.
I'll roll once, and if I fail, I'm just stuck.
Sure. Roll your con. Unless
that's
it's stupid high. This guy says it's not gonna be stupid high. It's not like he's a really big bad.
No.
It's like
Close.
moderately
That was
high.
close, but it didn't. You didn't.
Ah.
I figured it was at most 22.
Right. He could have technically, potentially tied it. Who knows?
I'm stunned.
Anyway,
Krialis hasn't moved.
Yeah,
Oh,
neither
ever.
has Kiva really. I said I was gonna go heal people, but then I realized it was Barty, so Kiva's actually just gonna stand there.
Just
He
stand
can do it
there, like-
himself.
He got like halfway. And then,
He doesn't need me to heal him. He can sleep it off.
At seeing the two of those, the Omega and Swulu do what they do, FaZe actually holds out a hand specifically also to the two people who aren't moving.
Oh,
Like, to hold
I
them
don't think
back.
we ever intended on
Yeah.
moving.
She just wants to make sure.
I
And-
give her a bit of a dirty look.
He, the shadow, looks still the widest smile you probably ever actually seen.
Mega mutters this in his sleep.
You heal, it's my job. I appreciate what you've done. Thank you so much for dispatching of that failure. I see so much potential in all of this, especially you, little one. So much potential.
Yeah, I step in
Frozen
front of Krialis at
solid.
that point just to do a little protect. Like, I'm peeved
Always
off as it is.
the
We're not doing this today.
Always the protector. You know? There'll be a time where no one's around to protect you. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you again. And as I said, they were fine. If you hadn't attacked me, they'd still be alive. That one's on you. And he just walks. He doesn't teleport this time. He casually just walks away.
That means it's the spell slots. Quick, somebody get him.
Do you wanna test that theory?
Yeah, he's only got 2 spell slots. He's not that tough.
I can take him.
Dude
Yeah.
just wasted a level 8
Easy
spell
peasy.
slot in like a role play. It's totally out of spell slots.
Oh, man.
At this, a little bit of time passes. Both Spulio comes out of the stun and Mega wakes up, still muttering, "I can heal. It's my job."
In that, like, minute, I probably, like, tossed Barty's body in the cart.
Before you do that, FaZe casts Cure Wounds on Barty.
I didn't want her to do that.
I'm surprised you didn't go fluff his pillow for him by holding it down over his face.
Honestly, if the time were given to me, I might have.
FaZe, as Mega wakes up, FaZe looks over to Mega. "Can you help me with the 2 bodies? We gotta get him out the cart."
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mega, he's still trying to figure out what just happened, but yeah, absolutely.
2 of you kind of work on the 2 bodies. The mess is kind of brushed off. You have a somewhat working cart. FaZe and Barty now awake, take point, and just kind of somberly look. They both almost they don't want to speak at all. They're reflecting on what happened, but FaZe does muster a little bit of, kind of gets out of it a little bit and looks at you and says, "We probably should get going."
I
Uh,
run to the cart and look for the crates.
They're there.
So,
You don't want
bef-
chickens to
Meg-
disappear.
Mega's gonna go into his pack and pull out his collapsed shovel, which I actually have. We can't just leave him laying here.
Sure.
So he'll dig, dig a quick hole and
Sure.
No.
FaZe and Barney will help you
yeah.
do the thing or bury the body.
So
Oh.
I guess before you start digging the hole, I kind of walk over. I'm like, we could always cremate them. It would probably be quicker.
I'd rather give them a proper burial. I think Mega has the right idea.
Yeah. Where Mega's from, they don't really go for cremation. It's it's actual burial. So no, we're not gonna cook them.
I can't think of another reason to use create bonfire.
Kriel,
right.
so
No.
for digging.
Yeah.
She just like gives you a look of like, this is the first time FaZe has been very positive the entire time. She just gives you like this somber, almost very disappointing look. It's like
It's
two
not-
people
it's-
just died
It's
here.
not uncommon in Little Italy for people to be cremated.
We're burying
not-
them. We're burying
That's
them.
fine. That's fine.
And she just turns away from you and starts
just
working on the
not
grave.
in-
She pays you
not-
literally no mind whatsoever.
It's not insulting where I'm from.
So he just keeps muttering.
I
It's like,
didn't
I don't know
mean
what
to
your
do it. It's
problem
not
is. I'm
what I
walking
actually-
here.
I'm walking here.
So as he's digging, Mega will ask Kiva and Krialis, because he's even a little bit feeling a little bit cold shoulder towards Spaguglio right now. Even though he's his buddy, he's like, "Come on, man." So he'll say to Krialis and Kiva, "Is like, can you guys look quick and see if you can just find some little flowers or something?"
Oh yeah, Kiva is on that so fast.
Yeah,
Uh,
Kriel just kind of nods,
Yeah.
knowing that her strength is not digging. And
You
wings
were
off.
able to find a pretty good
I
amount
mean,
of a pretty good
my
assortment of flowers
like,
around.
passive
Yeah.
survival is like 15. I'm
Oh
assuming
yeah,
I can
you
find
can
a
just
few,
you don't have
but,
to
like,
roll. You just
Only
find
15?
yeah. Only 15.
only
Okay.
15.
I got a +8.
Nice. Both of you guys find some pretty nice flowers. Memory of Mark and Luke.
An extra in the cast, but a hero in our hearts.
After you get them buried, I'll use prestidigitation to do like a
Oh no.
FaZe like darts another look at you because I don't think that it's angry. It how to even
I'm
describe
trying.
this. She just. Do you actually say that, or do you? Was that Spaguglio talking, or?
If she looks at me angrily,
she
I'm
gives
gonna
you
be
kind
like,
of-
I'm trying.
It's best to not try and just sit in the cart.
You know, you could take a note.
Once again, just like turns away. And just-
Specifically, it's gonna end up murdered.
Honestly.
Out of character, specifying this, he literally said if she didn't attack, they wouldn't be dead. So I'm kind of hoping that weighs on her after that.
Not
That's
the
out
best
of
thing to say
character.
at a funeral.
Yeah.
That's out of character. That's out of character.
Anyway,
All right. So
so
grave is
the-
dug.
yeah.
Bodies are buried.
Goes
Orcs
back
on
in the
cart.
cart.
Yep.
Yeah. Everybody gets back on the cart. You start riding away. Everyone, FaZe and Barty are just kind of thinking. Barty kind of turns back to the group and is like, "So what happened? What did happen to you guys?"
Sorry.
It's fine.
So
I thought he was dead.
Dark.
we went to this shapeless, misty place, and another one of the subject was there, and we seemed lucid at first, but then the madness took over, and we did what we had to do.
Yeah, you guys are alive, and that's great.
He hit me in the brain.
I saw it.
Is just
They
huddled.
can do that. Yeah, you guys disappeared. FaZe or Eldon yelled something for Mark and Luke not to attack because they immediately drew weapons, but it was a little bit too late. He threw a fireball, seemed to do almost nothing, and Shadow just smiled. One attack, dead. Second attack, explosion.
But
Tried
the
to...
cart's okay.
Yeah, he didn't attack the cart. I don't think he wants us to be stranded in the woods.
No, he has alternative motives.
Yeah. Look,
His hands are
sorry that I got. I'm sorry. Healing is your job.
No, it's fine.
You sure?
You were helping your comrade. It's understandable.
Is this going to be the opposite fight now where nobody's going to heal anybody? No, after you. No, after you.
Healing is your job.
Yeah.
It's like,
No,
okay.
please.
No, please, you. Everyone dies in the end. No one wins in that fight. Okay. You guys go. Then you guys kind of ride off in silence for the rest of the way. FaZe doesn't seem to speak at all pretty much the entire time. You come up to a small outcropping with another large tree similar to what was the home of the other rebel hideout. The cart stops. FaZe gets out. Well, we're here again. You see her like struggle really hardly to put on a smile, as she always does, and try and be that like positive. And she succeeds, but you can still see that there's like pain behind that smile. Well, okay, we're here. We have many things to discuss. We got to keep moving forward. We're gonna move forward. It's gonna be fine. That son of a bitch is gonna die one of these days, and we're gonna get him.
Is that creepy oracle lady here too?
To move with them, yes. They wouldn't leave her. That'd be kind of mean.
We should probably go talk to her. I think it's a her, right? I think it was a lady.
Yeah, it's a
Mhm.
lady.
Guglio would know.
No.
Would he?
Whether he cares or not is a different question, but
Well,
Fair enough.
before we go in, real quick, just go over everything. Specifically, I actually wanted to talk to Mega about the Duchess, and I said I was going to fill you in on what we were going to do. We haven't been able to find your sister. We think the Duchess might have done something, but there is a investigator by the name of Phineas that we are going to get in contact with. Over a month, we should be able. A month of in-game time is going to pass between now and when we come back. Just gonna put that out. That's why I'm gonna say the words a month a lot. I'm gonna say the words a lot. A month.
This
a
is
lot.
the end of season 1.
Yeah,
At the beginning of season 2, 1 month passes.
So he's a really good PI, but he's also very hard to find, which honestly isn't the best business model, but he's really good at his job. Take us about a month to track him down and get everything all situated, but we'll make sure we get you in contact with him. And we'll work on that. Crealis, I know that we said that we were going to get you. Your tribe has been kind of hard to find, but
She looks a little surprised at like, oh. Yeah.
But we're feeling pretty close. Hopefully soon, in a month, we'll be able to track him down and get you in contact with them. Spaguglio, you already have your chickens, but I think we can do better. I don't know if you've heard of a cheese elemental.
yes.
I might be able to get you in contact with one of those. By that I mean they don't speak, so I don't know about in contact is the right word, but we should be able to find one for you.
No, I've heard of a gorgon.
Zola?
Yeah.
A Gorgon named Zola.
Oh God.
Things.
But I guess
And-
I would kind of approach Phase, and I'd just kind of be like quietly, just like, and were you able to help Becca with the
yes. She isn't quiet about her answer. She's like, yes, actually. She doesn't speak specifically what it is, but she does like, yeah. Everything seems to be in order.
Great.
Luckily. Yeah, I think we're good.
Incredible.
Kiva, I know things have been rough. I understand that you are a very strong person. I do not, and it will take a little bit of time for you to trust us. I get that. We actually could use your help in a manner. I don't know if you've heard about the nightmare as far as druids go. Have you experienced any, like, nightmarish
Any
things?
dreams?
Any dreams of, I mean, they've described it as like a figure saying, I can give you more power. Seems to be a pretty big one.
Yes, I'm aware of this.
We could use your expertise in trying to deal with this. A lot of druids across the land, some of them have been going mad with power, with the thought of power, and it's been kind of rough to lose some of our druids to that, and we really could use you as someone to spearhead an investigation into it, while also, of course, she looks to everyone, while also making sure we're gonna have to plan our next move for the shadow. We're not going to have this happen again. I want everyone to plan that, and Kiva, if you could help us out with the nightmare, could
Yes.
appreciate your expertise.
And I would like to have regular audiences with the Oracle. It
That is
seems that
definitely fine.
seems like the shadow is not going to be easily bested, and we often fall prey to his pre-plots. So, should I be able to anticipate some of his endeavors and maybe work against them in unconventional ways? I think using the stars to guide us, we can find something.
Yeah, definitely. The Oracle is open. The Oracle, she's been talking about you guys a lot lately. She definitely wants to see you guys when you get in here. That's, yeah, definitely. Regular audiences try and get a little glimpse into the future, hopefully. Stop that from ever happening again, what happened today. But yeah, things are looking up. Everything's going to be, we're going to get this. I know we're going to get this. I have been alive for many years, and I have yet to have something completely stop me in my tracks. Today was a little bit of a weakness. I apologize. But moving forward.
What do you know about the subjects?
Not a whole lot.
How
But
many
yes.
are there?
13. That's all we know.
Have you
You
seen
actually
any
would
of
have,
them?
Spooglio would have, I mean, were you at the other Rebel hideout where they had like the 13 slots, but only 2 of them pictures? 3 of them pictures?
Yeah, but I
You
guess what I
would've-
wanted to know is like if she thought there was 12 and he said 13 earlier, then that would mean we're in some kind of a weird time loop where 13 isn't 13 yet in the
No, 13. Like she says 13.
Okay.
And she,
Disappointed
really
as
want-
Julio sounds.
disappointed. Damn it, we're not in
Like,
a
"Oh,
time
man,
loop.
not a conspiracy.
Disappointed in Spaguglio.
Yeah, exactly.
But always forward. We've got this. I am excited for what the next month will bring. And that's where we're going to end it.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to go over. Thank you all for coming by. As far as the stream goes, you're all awesome. I'll go over with these guys a little bit over the course of the next, possibly, it's going to be like a month and a half in real time. Month and a half or a little more. August 15th is when we'll be back for season 2. I'll go over a little bit of the rough details of what happened during that month, and then I'll go over it on stream when we come back. Thank you all for stopping by. Sorry we started a little bit late because technical difficulties, but computers, they're great.
They're crazy.
They're
Anyway.
great.
Yep.
All of you guys have a fantastic rest of your night, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.